salty.
How's the weather there? Is it bad?
No, just cold.
Okay, I didn't know if the weather was bouncing the net or something.
No. As a matter of fact, the cable modem was all greens. Everything looked good. I reset it 3 times. Just some weird transitional thing. Anyway, okay. OBS is streaming again. We should have internet back. Mrs. Mustafa was trying to email out some pictures.
That might do it, depending on how many pictures you had.
No, that wasn't it.
Okay.
She was not doing anything nearly that ambitious. When she goes to a game, she'll usually send out like maybe 5 or 6 photos to like the athletic director so they could use them on the web page or something. Okay, so LOTRO's restarting. OBS is going. Let's make sure everything else looks good. LOTRO stream, I still don't see anything.
Yeah, I heard her say when she got home that her shoulder was still aching.
Well, it's one of those things that the problem she has is she hasn't used any muscles in her arm for the last 2 months, and as she's starting to use the arm more, it just gets sore.
Yeah.
So, but no, she had a checkup yesterday. We got new x-rays taken. Everything's healing up really nicely. So doctor wants her to start doing more physical therapy and exercises and getting her range of motion back. Start working on building up some strength, which will all be a good thing. All right.
You should pick up some 2-liter bottles of Coke Zero so she gets some extra, exercise.
Actually, I've got a whole laundry basket full of exercise for her to work on. I'm guessing she's going to be out on that deal and I get to do the next batch of laundry again. Just really seems unfair to me. I think we're back.
It's looking pretty good. I see the Gondor of flame splash.
Well, we must not have much lag either. That's what I'm still looking at. There we go. Oh, good. The game killed me, and I have to ride 1,200 meters back to wherever the hell I just was. I was guessing it is 1,200 meters. Rat bastards. Don't let her hear you say that. Mrs. Mustafa was very thoroughly vetted before any mention of marriage took place. And I made sure she had plenty of reasons to murder me in my sleep before we ever got engaged. So, fortunately, she has an excellent sense of humor, or I'd already be dead.
If you survive the Disney trip, you can survive anything.
The Disney trip was rough. Well, that might be the maddest I've ever been at her. I can't say that's the maddest that she's ever been at me. So we almost never argue about anything, and then like once every 2 months or 3 months, she'll just go berserk about some small dumb thing that I did that was completely innocuous that I didn't even expect to take heat for. And then like an hour or 2 later, she'll pout and then she'll be like, I'm sorry. Here, let me bring you cookies. Are you warm? Do you want me to put a blanket on you? I'm like, no, honey, I'm fine, but I'm glad that you're not mad anymore. What were you mad about? You know. No, I really don't. What was upsetting you? So she just kind of goes off at random to let off steam and puts up with my nonsense the rest of the time.
I think she has pity on you. She knows you're crazy talking to imaginary people on the internet.
That could be. Oh, I hope Blinken wasn't wanting that Skarn.
You spend a lot of time staring at a horse's butt in the game.
I do. And I hate to admit it, but a small part of the reason that I have all female characters on Arkenstone, my first server, was I thought, if I've got to look at somebody's butt, it may as well be elf chicks in leather pants.
Seems perfectly reasonable to me.
It was a very practical decision at the time. So
Yeah.
I have 6 characters on Arkenstone, and 4 of them are female elves, 1 hobbit and 1 human.
Let's see, Brandywine is my primary server. Let's see here. Female human, female elf, female human, male human, female hobbit, 2 male elves, another human male, and another female hobbit. So slightly more than 50% of my characters on Brandywine are female.
Good mouse. I like the good mouse.
Well, I figured since the game was called Shadows of Angmar, there wasn't much point in playing male characters, just in case you had to fight the Witch King.
Doesn't have enough things on the action bars to block the horse butts. Or the elf butts, for that matter.
I did. I actually rearranged the bars. I had to move all my travel stuff to a third bar because I had so many different destinations, and put all of my non-sucky horses up and goats. My mighty armored war goat of doom. Where's my fishing pole? There
Uh-oh.
it is. Nope, that's a first stage sword. I know it's here.
He has a whole quick slot bar just filled with the different fishing poles.
That would be cool. I might spend 100 mithril coins for that. There it is. That was freaking me out. What did I do with the fishing skill? There it is.
I mean, technically, there's like plugins like Bevia bars or whatever that you can kind of put up additional quick slot bar kind of things.
Nice, 4-pound salmon. Good catch. And don't forget, once I hit 1,000 viewers on my personal channel, I will be giving away fishing trophies. We will raffle a few off, so you'll want to stick around for that.
Well, you didn't give away enough of them to San Swinda.
Just a couple.
Emails full.
I think I sent San Swinda like 20 of them, and then just because I know how much Terry Adwin detests fishing, I sent 10 to her, and I said, "Hey, make sure you give these to San Swinda." So,
That's classy.
yeah, I'm a good guy. I'm a good friend to have. Just ask all up in you.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed you managed to slip your way out of giving these 10 turbine point codes.
No, the 10 turbine points are still good, but that's at 10,000 followers, so
Ah, okay.
we've still got a ways to go on that. I think I'm at about 320. Where is... I got so much crap, I'm losing where my weapons went. There we go. So that was pretty good fishing. I got 2 trophy salmon and a cooking ingredient and 3 casts. So, if no other reason, come to North Ithilien for the fishing. It's quality.
So says the tourism board for North Ithilien.
Absolutely. Am I done with the quests from there? It says I need to go back to the top of the
Engineer,
hill.
You're talking about the his UI.
Well, if I saw it right, when the area first came out, it wasn't even. It was either not possible to fish or nothing was coming up while fishing. But they quickly fixed that one.
Well, I'm glad they got that squared away. Fudginator, my skin is completely stock. I'm not running any plugins, any after download skins or anything. This is just what the game looks like. Although one of the things that I have up is the legendary item tracker. I'm going to show this real quick because a friend of mine who'd been playing LOTRO for a lot longer than I had asked me if I was running a plugin to show those. These are toggled right off of your legendary items. If you go to the bar, what do we got, 4 and 10? You can just click that track button there and it'll toggle that on and off so you can show them or not show them. Once I have something maxed out, I usually just go ahead and turn them off so they're not displayed. But that's not a plugin, that's built in. So Duressa asked me that one time. She saw me streaming and was like, "What are you using to display your legendary items there? What are all those colored bars on the side?"
But is it possible to put the lotion on the skin?
Yes.
Or it gets the hose.
Talk to Dunn here.
Hey,
Are these-
Hunsy's in the house.
Hey Hudsy, how's it going? We just got back from a big internet crash. My cable modem
Big
service
crash
went
party.
teats up and rebooted the modem a couple times and it came back up and then it was down and then it was back up again. Where am I traveling to? I should have been reading that quest text.
Now wish to quell
Hey, Hansi.
shame by retaking the island fortress of Kyrandros from Gondor.
Alright, fight through Karandros with Dunn here. And his men. We can do that. Anyway. Well, that's nice. We only lost about 12 or 13 viewers, thanks to Cox Communications. Don't call them sons of bitches. Don't call them sons of bitches. Keep it classy. Yeah, so anyway, that happened.
You're more than welcome to come in, Hansi.
Yeah, come chat with us.
And it's not yet a full fellowship, and this is the 7 hero.
Hey, 7.
Track plugin.
Okay. I was kind of hoping those guys would hold up so I could renew some buffs here. Let's see, what do we want to do? One of those. And one of these. And one of those. And I need to go catch up now. Supposed to make sure doing her doesn't die. Easier to do if I was with him. Legendary track plugin. Where'd the guy go that I'm supposed to be making sure doesn't die? I didn't name him. That's the link to my personal channel. If you go over there, Istar Streamer, or Istari Streamer, you can just type !Discord into my chat channel, and it'll spit out a Discord invite for you. Apulu Felgar, thank you for the follow. Glad to have you with us tonight. Heck, just glad to be back here tonight after the stupid cable modem crash. It hasn't happened for a long time, so I guess I can't complain, but would prefer it didn't happen Friday nights between 10 and 1 Eastern Time. The fighting intensifies. I just like that Fudginator's in full Beavis mode. Doing her.
Doing her intensifies.
Well, now we know what she's going to name her next steed.
Yeah, if you're not already following Fudginator, you should join her channel just to see the filthy, filthy names that she gives to God's creatures. It's truly horrifying.
Morning, Tally.
Hey.
Alright, doing her. Who are we doing next? Good. Yeah, Fudginator's stream is NC-17. Alright, the faint of heart are moving on, and I need to keep these guys alive. Yeah, I'll have to leave the wooden chest. And I'm going to start dropping loot.
That sounds like the Ed we know.
There's no such thing as too much pack space.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean, I know they put some more like shared storage out, but it's been a while since they put out more inventory space. I don't know if they have like a hard limit eventually of what they would want to do.
We don't know what's behind limiting the base. Because someone said if you have many identified legendary items in your inventory, the swapping of abilities will take longer. Because every identified
The lockdown
legendary weapon has to
should
be
be
checked.
better.
Yeah, I think I heard that from Eldo. I think I heard it from Chroma.
Yeah, I think she said that, and it's possible. And that could be a problem if they, let's say, increase the inventory space to 250. That swapping the tree would be impossible if you had enough legendary items in there. So that's a point Turbine has to think about.
Yeah, they would have to like implement some means to like limit how many, items we can have identified in our bag. It'd be kind of weird limitation, but it would be something that they might have to consider if they did something like that.
It would be nice if you could convert unidentified items to larger items and convert that back, so that you always get a weapon from your class, for example. If you have other ones, you may use them, but you also may just turn them in, like the crystal tablets and also I don't remember. It would be nice.
I mean, I would love it if they made it so like, you decided to identify and deconstruct like an ally you're never going to use. You get more than like a tier 1 relic. Like maybe you get a, depending on the level of the item, maybe you'll get like tier 5 relic or something.
For example, it doesn't the difference between using 50 level 100 items to identify and decon them versus level 51 items is just 100 cost more money.
Yeah.
And it would be, and honestly, it would be nice to have a bit more than that.
But really, they got to focus on getting the fishing down first.
Yeah, until they expand fishing, this game's dead to me.
I would. So you have my vote.
Yeah, Tolarian makes me look like an
have...
amateur when it comes to fishing in game.
What? I'm an amateur?
No, I'm the amateur compared to you. What do you got, about 15 characters at 200 fishing now?
No, honestly not.
Really?
I'm just stuck at 10.
Yeah, okay. I would have sworn you had at least 12.
He's the pine leaf for fishing.
He is the pine leaf of fishing. Fish responsibly.
I recently started my campaign for my 102 champion, which is my second champion. That he's not allowed to get 105 without 200 fishing. And he is at and he is now at 150.
That is a good rule. You should be level capped at your current fishing skill.
The better.
That couldn't possibly enrage other players.
I like to have the limits adjusted to some other stat you have. For example, you just stated level. It could be level. The maximum level you could reach in fishing is your level times 2. Or if we are discussing about when fishing was introduced, what was level cap then? 50? 60?
I think 60. It sounds like it was, if I remember right, it was introduced.
I remember the first time I was fishing in Arid Luin. But I don't really know what level.
I think the first time I ever did any fishing was during a summer festival in the Shire somewhere.
Well, fishing went live on Thursday, April 24th, 2008. Not to be specific or anything.
I got the same result. Introducing hobbies. Fishing is the first hobby we introduce in LOTRO release.
Well, that might explain why I never stuck with LOTRO after, because I tried it in the beta, and I was like, meh, there was no fishing, so there was no point in me playing.
Now from the patch notes, fishing is the first hobby being introduced in the Lord of the Rings Online Shadows of Angmar.
With many more hobbies to come.
So yeah, so it's at that time no discussion about expansions or something like that. So the limit was 50. So we should be able to get to 420 fishing, because that is maximum level times 4.
That does seem pretty reasonable.
And I hear some people like that number for other reasons.
420?
420.
Because it's 42 times 10.
That's it. You got it.
It's the answer to life, the universe, and everything 10 times over.
I'm dropping the loot.
Did you ever think about what will if they will do a level cap increase, and if they do, what will be the number?
What, for
I
fishing?
would like 111, level 111 as cap.
Well, the task turn-in boards already go up to 110. There's a 101 to 110 board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, technically they could do it 111, but just make that level, like, you know, worth 10 times the level, you know, it takes way longer to get there.
I apologize in advance for the sound of the waterfall.
Because it's quite loud.
But this is the part we can talk bad about everyone, because they
Yeah.
won't be able to hear us, right?
Yep.
That big head Mustafa guy. Ugh.
Always hear about what
He's a Santa Claus looking Poser. I don't like him.
I saw him in the mall. I tried to sit on his lap. He wouldn't let me.
Now that I find hard to believe.
That somebody tried to sit on Big Ed's lap, or that Big Ed wouldn't let it happen?
But Big Ed wouldn't let it happen.
I wonder if they added the waterfall in there to, try to persuade people to take bathroom breaks every now and then.
I'm worried it's going to cost me viewers.
Yeah, they're not watching anymore.
Yeah, nobody watches me anyway.
Since you're not fishing.
No, fishing's the one thing that draws viewers to the stream.
Fish to a lure.
Yeah, it's weird. They used to have like lures and everything in the fishing system, and then they kind of just get away with them. I don't know how they work, but I just know they had them in some format.
I just opened up my gold hobbit present and I got Matthew Hunter's armor. I opened up my silver present and I got Matthew Hunter's armor.
Those TL versions.
They look completely identical.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if one was gold, and the gold Magnum armor box.
I don't really know if the chance is different.
You mean the master of statistics doesn't know about the chance of something?
I try to. Just if it's technically available. So I don't do things like do now for each time I try something. I will just try to do that in game with passing the check. So for example, I cannot tell the chances for flowers, for example. The chances you get something from box, something, because you never know that the real problem is you cannot decide that just to be check.
Yeah, I was going.
the statistics, the statistics plugin does print out something in chat. As reaction of something, the game sends. And the problem is, sometimes my message is before that message from the game, and sometimes it's after that. And there's a question in the screen chat. I'll tell it to you. I'm not quite, I'm not very good at explaining, especially as perhaps one of you know.
Well, according to the tooltip, vitality increases your maximum morale, resistance rating, and non-combat morale regen. So basically, it makes you tougher.
Yeah, it's a useful a stat for any class,
Yeah,
particularly for your tankier classes.
You're just simply able to take more physical punishment.
Yeah, actually, I apologize to Larry, and I missed most of that. Would you just go ahead and repeat that real quick?
These are troublesome times indeed.
So, like if you're playing like a guardian or a warden, or I don't know if Bjornian is the same, each point of vitality will get you 5 points in morale. Morale is your health. Basically, for all the other classes, each point of vitality will be equated to 3 points in morale.
So the first thing is you could endure more damage since you have a higher morale. You have a resistance, which means that you might not even take any damage from something.
Like a wound, for example. I think that's what resistance is applied to.
But it's just a small chance. And the third one was in morale, in combat morale regeneration, or something like that.
I don't know if it's different for others.
Vitality
For me, it
says non-combat.
Okay, so non-combat.
Yeah.
So you will regenerate in if you are not in combat. Your health will be restored.
It looks like their fate will impact your in-combat morale regen. But yeah, basically, because some stats different for different classes, just open up your character panel, hover your cursor over each, like might, agility, vitality, will, fate, and see what it does for your class.
Yeah, the tooltips are actually very useful in this game.
Freaking that.
Jarstream.
Stupid waterfall. It's one of the nice things about not being VIP. I can take bio breaks going from one location to another, or if I'm riding from Estelden to Tinendur, I can pretty much go make a sandwich or take a nap on that ride. I got all the time in the world.
Thank you for assisting Dreamheer and his men.
Yeah, it would be nice that you could use any stable master and just have not always just swift travel.
That's
For
true.
example, if you're going in Angmar, I think Auger is available, but after that you have to write everything by hand. You might you have to get to the stable master you want to write to first. But which location is it currently, Starry?
Yeah, there are only a handful of destinations you automatically get. You get Thorns Hall, you get Kellendim, Bree, and Mickeldelvin.
You have to get there the first time manually.
All but those 4 places.
Yeah.
You get those for automatically, just regardless of what class or race you decide to play. So yeah, Hobbiton is one you have to actually go there first in order to unlock it. You have to discover it yourself.
Yeah, you will see the stable master icon with the green frame, and if you ever see that, tag the stable master. Just talk with him, and you will see in chat discovered and the location you are at.
Why did the
I think I'm out of quests for North Athelion. Am I missing something, guys?
No. I finished all my quests in Northern Athelion, and I was not at the cap of reputation.
So
I
I
had to do some repeatables. The 20 orcs or 20 enemies is one of them to do every day, and the warbands.
And then we'll be adding some more quests in the next update, I believe.
Yeah, in 19.2, I think it was said 15 new quests.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think it's something where, like, there's a deed for doing them and you get the forager baskets or something like that.
Yeah, you have to help the herbalists. And if you do that, on the latest I saw on beta was 250 times helping the and there is a daily one which says 4 times. And the first one, I think it was 25, 50, 100 and 250 quests done. The first one could give, the first 2 gave some of the new essence stuff that is needed to barter something. I did not understand the way, but the third one was a portrait for your character, and the fourth one will be the reward will be a steed.
As long as there's one where we get to throw eggs at the black gates or something.
What? Sorry, could you repeat that?
I was saying, hopefully there's one where we get to throw like eggs at the black gates or something. You know, just You know, just non-violent protesting.
Do a sit-in front of the gate.
Sit in. Mr. Sauron, tear down this wall.
We are the experts for that. Someone probably said sometime, no one has the will to build a wall, and the next day it was there.
If you guys hear any snoring in the background, that's just Mrs. Mustafa. She's passed out hard.
As long as the shoulder is comfortable.
It must be.
She hit the bottle early tonight, huh?
Well, like I said, I could only assume she was actually taking high school basketball pictures. What she was really up to is anyone's guess. Just always amazes me how I can have my pack stuffed full of stuff, but it's not what I need to trade in. That's no easy task.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, I'm just turning in Host of the West task items. The only thing I've really got any quantity of is worn fur.
I think there are just 5, 6 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, 6. Make sure you do your task turn-ins every day, boys and girls. It's free experience points, and it helps you unclutter your packs.
Eat them all. Nobody.
So what does it do for you at level 105? Is just converts all that experience to
Item XP,
experience?
yeah.
Okay.
Item experience, mount experience if you still need that, and reputation.
And for the deed, if you still need them.
What can I do for you?
Task limit reached. Well, I think I've done about as much damage with Galandriel as I can tonight, so I'm going to switch characters and hopefully pick out something you guys don't get to see me play that often. I've got my Minstrel. She's out in Rohan. I think we've all seen me play Burglar plenty. Oh, we'll get the Hunter out. If for no other reason, I imagine Crow might probably meandered over to Bloodborne stream, but if he's still around, he can see that I haven't wrecked Nemini yet since he helped me fix her.
Although if you set you up as red line, blue line seems to not be the thing.
Actually, red line seems plenty powerful right now too. He taught me.
Both.
He taught me those shot rotations for the instant fire. And it's like, I never get that far now. Everything's dead within 3 shots. Stage is headed out. Stage, thanks for coming by. Sorry for the unscheduled intermission, but hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with us tonight. Nothing too exciting going on.
Gondor needs your aid.
Just some dailies here.
Strange armies, now darkened skies.
Nemini, my hunter, has gotten kindred with Dol Amrith, western Gondor, so I've moved her to central Gondor.
Task force, they are going with their reputation for Pelargir.
Yep.
How may I help you, friend?
We've got orcs, undead, and roving corsairs. I could have sworn I had her stocked up with some of those Honorian scrolls too. I guess I need to send some over. Good to know. And we'll use a little bit of fire oil, because seeing orcs on fire is hilarious. It makes me giggle. Istari picked Lore Master.
sorry if you're looking for quests. I think the Ivy Bush in the tavern, there are quests. But I'm not quite sure how many there are.
Somebody else ran into the roving threat before I did.
Are they running away or pulling somewhere?
They were following somebody else. Thankfully, I wasn't standing up here when they ran past, or I probably would have pooped myself on screen.
Viewers.
Items you get from killing things serve a number of different purposes. You can sell them for cash to vendors in town. Some of them can be turned in for tasks, like I was just doing in the housing settlement. Other items are used in crafting. So you kind of want to know what something is and what it does before you decide what to do with it. If you check the descriptions of items, it'll normally give you a clue. And now I'm going to let Talarian talk.
Yeah, sorry. I was just thinking about she went to Hobbiton, and there is the task board for the Shire.
Right by the stable master there.
It's north of the stable master.
Yeah.
And if you accept the quest to turn in, it's is it Hull Hornblower, which is quite near the stable master.
Yep, you are correct. But task turn-ins give you experience points. They also give you reputation, which helps with various things. In the Shire, there's a group known as the Matham Society. They have a Matham house in Michael Delving, which is kind of the capital of the Shire. And they've got special NPC vendors that you can buy special items from. They had what was the only superior study outside of Rivendell in the early part of the game, but that doesn't really matter that much anymore. But you also get lots of turbine points as you level up your reputation with different factions too. And the turbine points can be spent in the in-game store for all kinds of cool things that you'll want and need. Travel skills, the riding skill will become very important shortly. In fact, you want to keep track so you can get 95 turbine points as quickly as possible so that you can get the riding skill.
But you still have to buy a horse, which is 500 silver. If you do not get it during the festival. And if I remember correctly, next week should be your festival.
Yeah, I was gonna say to save it for the horse from things from the farm to actually sell the task items if you're just starting out, because you're probably not gonna have a lot of money. Just to build up a little money, but like Talarian said, if the festival's coming around, you'll probably be able to get a horse, and you'll just need to buy the riding skill in the store.
There's an in-game auction house, and you can run across stuff that's actually surprisingly valuable. Other players will pay you surprising amounts of money for certain things. Even at first level, any like scholarly items you find.
Even just like light hides will sell.
I never have any luck selling hides. I must be doing it wrong.
Yeah, it might be partially because hides is something anybody can get, but once you get like ores and or wood, it's things only certain crafts can get.
Yep.
Well, when I do sell hides, I usually tend to.
You said you're in the Shire. Did you say you're in the Shire? There is auctioneer in Nickel Delvin, but if you open up your map, and then you make sure in your filter you have the auctioneer checked, you should be able to see on the map where they are. I mean, if you, when I have the map open, I do see the auctioneer on the map if I have the auctioneer filter checked. But you can always go to like LOTRO Wiki and kind of look up auction houses, and it should give you a listing of where they are. And it's kind of just a learning process.
Yeah, a lot of the initial quests in the Shire are mostly just to teach you how to find your way around. They'll run you back and forth to different towns just so you kind of learn the routes. It's not very fun when you're doing the quests, but it is helpful later on. Like when you're doing the in-league quests and you're driving from tavern to tavern all drunk and your horse steers funny.
What did you say?
Exactly.
It's a big map, big world that we have here. So just learn it, baby steps. And have fun getting lost in the old forest.
Yeah, the old forest in Breeland is a really good place to get frustrated. Been there, done that.
Yeah, if you really like getting frustrated, that's the best.
Moria, Goblin Town.
There is a really fantastic map available online for the old forest. It was done before the revamps, but the old forest never really did get much of a revamp. You can find it on Alakazam, something like that. But it's a really fantastic hand-drawn map on a grid that somebody scanned in. Super detailed.
So if you want a horse right now, you don't want to wait till the festival. First, you will need to have 95 turbine points to buy, assuming you're to buy the riding skill to be able to ride a horse. And then after that, there is a location in Uri where you can go to a farm and buy a horse. And that will be cost 500 silver to buy it. I forget, is Hank Stater Farm one of the locations they auto grant you on the stable points?
I'm not sure.
I mean, there is that festival horse you can take that takes you pretty close to it. Indeed, if you can find your way there, you can meet Tom Bombadil.
So as long as we're helping out Astari Streams, what are your favorite vocations for your lore masters? Tinkerer, woodworker?
It honestly depends on whether or not if you plan on not having, I would go with probably, what's the one that provides, you can do your own cooking and farming? It was Yeoman?
Yeoman, yep.
Yeah, I would recommend Yeoman if you plan on not having any alts. If you do plan on having alts, then Explorer is a fantastic one to start with, because then you can feed all your alts as you level them up.
Yeah, the Explorer would be a good call for. I think the one I have is a Scholar, but I kind of have crafting circles, so it's not really a big problem for me to have whatever it wants to be.
Right. Actually, just as personal preference, I do not recommend Scholar as a first vocation for anybody on any class.
Oh no, yeah, good call. Yeah, Explorer would be a great choice. You can make your own armor, and you can also pick up both wood and ore nodes and you can sell them for some profit.
There they are.
Okay, well, my travel trials have recently caught up with me, and I am just dead tired, so I'm gonna have to go bye-bye.
No problem. Glad you were able to hang out with us for a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been able to catch you online. I'm usually off doing something else. Anyway, good night, everybody.
Good night, Gamer Grant.
Thanks for supporting my stream earlier, guys, and hope you all stick around. I'll see you later. Bye. Night.
Bye.
See you.
Did we give Gamer Gramp a shout out earlier? I think I did. We'll do it again.
I think you did. You choose the location in any node of crafters. For example,
Oh, hi, Bellendora.
South of the stable master in Mitteldelving, or the crafting hall in Bree. Thorin's Hall has a crafting hall as well.
Yeah, most of your bigger towns will have a crafting area, and to choose a vocation, what are they called? Is it crafting master?
Apprentices?
Master of Apprentices sounds right, yeah.
Just guessing.
Starry Streams, thank you for the follow. Glad you were able to join us tonight, and we're excited for your new adventures in Middle Earth. LOTRO's an absolutely terrific game. They keep adding newer and better content to it all the time, improving the graphics. It's very healthy, strong community, and if you like Lord of the Rings at all, you should have an awful lot of fun. Plus, if you stream it, at some point Zinger will make fun of you, and you'll have that to look forward to as well. I'm just picking up some extra fur and hides as task trade and stuff. Piling it up.
I had to go by for a second. I didn't know if you saw it or not, but a raffle is up now. Or, you know what?
What's up?
There's a raffle up for Helm's Deep.
Oh yeah, No, absolutely. Let's promote that. Bloodborne is streaming LOTRO right now, and he is giving away. Is it a quad pack? What's he giving? What's he raffling?
I believe it's Helm's Deep.
Capital
Expansion.
Cac, thank you for the follow. Glad to have you with us tonight. Poop. There they are. The Helm's Deep expansion. So if he's opened the raffle, you might want to pop over there, say hello, and you'll need to follow him in order to qualify for the raffle, I guess is the way to put it.
Yeah, follow and then put an exclamation point raffle.
You want to put a shout out to Bloodborne in the chat so folks know where to go find him, since he doesn't spell it conventionally. See, I think Astari Streams is excited for you to make fun of him eventually. There we go. Thanks, Seven.
Yeah, I think it's a mod command, brother. So.
Oh, okay. That's pretty funny. I never made you a moderator.
This is the LOTRO stream.
Oh, that's true. I was going to say, how are you not a moderator on my stream?
And Helm's Deep is it's technically the latest expansion that was out. After that, they started putting out just releases of packs. So if you have the quad pack already but don't have Helm's Deep, that's the next
Oh, there
step.
they go. Got him. What all comes with Helm's Deep? Western Rohan? Epic
yeah.
Battles?
Yeah, Western Rohan, which includes 4 trade points in doing the quest lines. The epic battles, I believe the epic line is part of the expansion. It requires the expansion.
Yeah, Western Rohan is huge too. How many new zones is that?
It's like 5, 6 or so.
Yeah. I mean, that's a ton of content just with that one expansion. I was thinking epic battles I know are in there. I thought there was something else that they added. A game mechanic of some kind. Yeah, I might be wrong.
Yeah, well, the big battles, but
Yeah, big battles, yeah.
because mostly game mechanics will be free of charge, but in terms of content.
That's one of the things that really sold me on playing LOTRO, and one of the reasons I've stuck with it for so long is it is an absolutely massive game world with all kinds of stuff to see and do. And you go through it your third and fourth time, you'll be finding stuff you missed the previous 3 trips through. And it's just there's just a lot to the game. It can be as simple or as complex as you want it. It supports probably 5 or 6 different gameplay styles. Player versus monster player, raiders, questers, social players. I mean, there's a lot of players who just hang out to play music and chat with friends and stuff. You got the paper doll folks who just like to play with cosmetic stuff, and a whole combination of different things. Fishers, yeah, I mean, those are the coolest players. The folks who know to dedicate themselves to fishing in Middle Earth. Those are the really boss players that tend to really rock. The crafting system, some players don't craft at all, which just amazes me. But there's a really rich crafting system where you can make yourself critical gear for just about any character class. I've been threatening to do a crafting tutorial because I've been getting asked about it here and there. And I didn't realize so many players hated crafting until I started streaming. It's like, how can you hate crafting?
Oh, it does look like Helm's Deep is when they switched to the trait trees as well.
Oh, there you go. Trait
But
trees.
obviously that's not something that's part of the purchase because that's automatic change.
Yeah. I knew they introduced some other technology with it. I couldn't remember what.
But essentially, the Helm's Deep expansion will get you from level 85 to level 95.
Tons of new content, new quests.
The expansion, Helm's Deep, if I counted it right, it's 384 quests. At least it's the number I completed.
And we know that's spot on accurate because it's you.
Well, Talarian's a highly casual player, so who knows how much content he just sort of skipped over because he wasn't paying attention.
I greet you, friend.
And as a reminder, in case you've been in North Athelion hunting flowers, I guess there's some kind of event going on until the 13th. I believe it basically just more types of flowers, maybe the rare types of flowers out on the landscape.
Bonus flower weekend?
I guess so, yeah. I didn't really know what it was, but on the event schedule it said North Athelion event from the 8th until the 13th. And the Yule Festival to start on the 15th.
Experience much difference. Just people running to the flowers. Picking if there is no tomorrow.
Yep. And Istar, bag upgrades can be purchased through the LOTRO store.
Another good use of turbine points. You can also buy extra milestones to make it easier to instantly travel to more locations.
You can buy groups of 5 slots for, what's it, like 300 turbine points or 200 turbine points?
I think it's 325.
Okay. I always buy things when they're on sale, so I never remember what the
Yeah.
exact price
Then
is.
it's 266 or something like that. Oh, by the way, missile points are on sale.
And then you can merge all, like when you start up the game, you'll have like individual bags, but you can merge them all together into one big bag like Ed has it.
Yeah, there's a tool here, edit mode, where you can just drag your bag space around however you want. You can create separate bags, add bags, shrink bags, and then whenever you're done, just click edit mode again and it'll relock whatever you did. Pretty cool. When did
I'm
they?
one of those weirdos who still has 6 individual bags going on.
Yeah, you're a complete freak. Just having the one giant bag to sort through, just because I can't find stuff in it half the time. It's kind of like Mrs. Mustafa and her purses. She's always like, I need a new purse. And I'm like, what kind do you want? Too small or too heavy? So by the time she gets a purse that's big enough to hold all of the crap she wants to fit in it, she can't carry it.
Well, she needs to carry around her series of Murder She Wrote, in case you're ever on the road and you need to put her on or something.
We went and worked the Radio Control Club auction back in October, and she brought her Barnaby Jones DVDs with her to watch on the laptop. Which was kind of silly, because I think she slept through most of the auction. I had to auctioneer, so she just naturally turned out and blacked out in her chair.
Did you do the proper speaking too fast
No.
accent?
No, the old guys couldn't keep up. So, just get up there and basically talk normally. And the benefit to me is most RC pilots can either build or fly well. I'm really good at shopping, so we'll have stuff come through the auction, and I'll be like, oh, that's a Model Tech Magic Formula 3D ARF. Those haven't been available for about 5 or 6 years from hobby people, but great flying plane, very similar to the great planes you can do. And then all the pilots will be like, oh, okay, I should buy that. When I first started at my current employer, I was working overnights, and I spent a lot of time surfing and shopping for airplanes online. So,
See, now, if you're only as good at clearing out your own inventory bags.
I know. Turbine MMOs and radio control airplanes both have the effect of turning people into pack rats. This is a character I don't know I've ever streamed live before. Audrafina was my runekeeper on Silverload, and I had to migrate her, and most of my Silverload characters got merged in with the Crick Hollow folks. But I liked Audrafina enough, I thought, I'll send her over with the rest of the elf gals to Arkenstone. And so I have 2 Tinkerers, oddly enough, Galandriel and Audrafina. But Galandriel's been so completely done with any type of crafting for so long. I just send all the stuff to Audrafina now. Chamber of Knowledge. Kill it with fire. Boy, those are at the opposite ends of Moria.
So you say Audrafina, and I'm thinking Aquafina, and the fact that you're playing a fire RK just doesn't fit.
Nope.
But when you said the transfer thing, that reminds me, if anyone needs to do any transferring, I believe, they give us the 3 free tokens, but I believe they go away in January. Once the new year hits, I think they're going away. I could be wrong about that, but I thought I heard that they would be removed after the new year.
Soulless Ginger, welcome. Backlagor, welcome. And I know I thanked Capital Keck for the follow earlier. Welcome, welcome. I don't think it'll show me extra bags. That's a good question. I don't know if you even have to buy them anymore. You just buy bag space.
Yeah, you can't buy whole bags. It's all bag space now. Or I assume so. I don't know. I mean, I got my bags through whatever expansions I got.
Also, I'm a little curious. It still shows me the Eriador bundle, and I thought I had everything in Eriador unlocked.
Yeah, but it might be the same. I have the, what is it, Journeyman? No, the riding trade.
There's apprentice and journeyman.
which will give you 78% speed on all horses, on all mounts. And I still get the 68 in the shop displayed. And it's quite expensive. If I misclick that, but honestly, it shouldn't be displayed, since I already have that. It's included in the bigger package. And that might be the same, you might be able to buy the big bundle if you purchased everything else separately. I think that there isn't anything in there that is not in if you buy region by region.
Oh, I'm not bored enough to read the description. I suppose I can. I'm just riding around on this goat. It's not like I need to be paying a lot of attention at the moment. Let's see what it says. Click on learn more. Quest packs for Angmar, Enidwaith, Aragian, Evendom, Vorakel, Misty Mountains, North Downs, Trollshaws, 13 instances and 2 raids. That's probably why it still shows up for me. I think there's still 1 or 2 instances I don't have. I tried to buy them all and it bugged and I only got like 8 of the 13. I've been trying to pick them up one at a time as I figure out which ones I didn't get.
Which instances have to be bought separately?
It's
just Hall of Night and
Forsaken Inn, Halls of Night. No, I thought there was more than that. So we got here.
Yeah, and the bundle shows up for me, and I definitely own everything. So
I think Attack at Dawn was one I had to buy.
Yeah, but that's a skirmish.
Oh, true.
Attack at Dawn, Storm of Mithras, Survival Barrow Dance. That are ones that have to be bought. Bruinen, Port of Bruinen, I think as well. Some others are unlocked by Epic.
And as a reminder, Blood's about to put up a 2-minute timer, and he'll be doing his raffle.
Yeah, don't be shy about tabbing over to Bloodborne and getting in on the raffle.
For a Helm's Deep expansion.
Yeah, if you don't have Helm's Deep yet, I think that's what, $20 normally? $10?
I do not remember.
It's a $10 or $20 value as far as you know.
It's a good chunk of content.
Yeah, it's if you don't have it, it's worth it.
It gets you at least 4 trait points, not to mention the epic battles, which will help get you 2 more trait points.
Yeah, I have a newfound appreciation for epic battles. It's another one of those least favorite content things. But once you kind of get a feel for them and you get used to them, they're pretty handy for a lot of things. Not the least of which is jewelry upgrades.
First aid symbols do it once you do it at 95 and up, or 100 and up.
Yeah, pity they don't scale to 105.
They scout on 105, they just don't give you like the essences for 105. But I think you get jewelry at 105.
You get the reward according to your level, but the epic battle will always be level 100 if you're getting scaled up or down.
Ah, okay. I thought I was getting 105 jewelry at some point.
Yeah, as I said, the reward will be according to your level. If you're 105, you will get 105 items, I think. But in the battle, you get scaled down to 100.
Ah, okay, gotcha. I understand what you're saying. So, gotcha. Sorry. Lady Kofra has won the raffle.
Congratulations, Lady Kofra. Oh, you know what else we should plug? I know a lot of folks out there really enjoy LOTRO Players Academy and know Brannick, the host. And Brannick has a GoFundMe page up and running, and I am going to type the tiny URL in. Move help. So, yeah, if you know Brannick, if you like LOTRO podcast, even if you don't, I mean, he's very active in the LOTRO community. If you haven't listened to his podcast before, you should go to LOTROplayers.com and check it out. But he has a GoFundMe effort going just to help raise money for a cross-country move that he is kind of being forced to undertake. And he did I think probably about a 12-hour stream the other day. Zinger, did you happen to catch it?
About 13 hours.
About 13 hours. And he's already raised about half the money. He's got like $885 out of the $2,000 that he needs. But yeah, go pop by there, and if you know, heck, it's Christmas. Throw $5-10 his way. Love to help out other folks here in the LOTRO community, and Brannick's a super nice guy. Always enjoy talking to him, listening to the podcasts, and yeah, it'd be nice if everybody kicked in. If he just got 100 LOTRO players to kick in a $20 bill, he'd be at goal. And like I said, he's already halfway there. So check out his GoFundMe effort. He streams here on Twitch at twitch.tv /clandestine games. So we can do a shout out for that. And one of Brannick's many fine traits is that he is encyclopedically knowledgeable about all kinds of video games. Just has a real love for it. He develops his own games. and is very knowledgeable about all kinds of video games, console and PC, and loves to play different things. His 13-hour stream, I know he played a bunch of different games, and I got to see some stuff that I hadn't even really heard of before. But if you want to send him a follow, you sure can. But I put that link up in case you wanted to go back and check out his 13-hour stream. Hopefully he had record on, and it's available from his page. Chamber of Wisdom. Isn't that the one that's up over here somewhere?
Yeah, and I've known him for a while through LOTRO Academy. You know, several years ago, I started listening and kind of got hooked
The
on.
Chamber of Wisdom is that one down there.
Oh, I passed it already? I thought I was just in there.
No, it's it's Underdog in View.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for Chamber of Wisdom. I thought it was up and around somewhere different. I'll get
Do you
there.
have to go out to all three chambers?
Yep, that's what it says. I think it used to be go to these three places and find the book that you need, and now it's each of these places has a portion of the text that you need. I think that's the deal.
I think it's I think there are two quests. One requests you to go to every, and the other one says go to any. But I'm not quite sure. It's a bit back when I had the pleasure of doing the app in Moria.
Here it is. Chamber of Wisdom.
You think they'll actually let you in?
You'd hope not. You'd think they'd have had a doorman on a velvet rope right outside of the place just for adventurers like me. Oh, now I'm off to the Chamber of the Crossroads. Yeah, we'll take a stable master go. It'll give me a chance to catch up on chat again.
These halls will be great once more.
Hey, Ninth.
Hey, Ninth Pawn, how's it going? Oh, Bosie's over here. Yeah, I walked right past him. I was just sure I had to get into the clubhouse.
Except, oh, now wait a moment. This record tells of a mighty axe, Siegelberg, forged at the heart of fire.
Ninth pawn, I've been good. This is Mustafa's healing up nicely. She's kind of stopped snoring. I'm excited about that.
Seen this place.
That is highly unusual, Astari. One of the hallmarks of LOTRO, even since beta, has been that it's an extremely stable game client. It was very well polished even in beta.
Unless you're somehow running it at a DX higher than you think your computer can handle, maybe.
If you can't use the DX11 stuff, it normally just grays it out. Doesn't even give you the option.
Yeah, I mean, I figure it probably by default sets it to what it should be. So
DX9, yeah.
Okay, yeah, but very bad laptop. Yeah, you might just want to check your settings, maybe drop them down here and there if you can. It doesn't take too much to, there's not too high a requirement to play this game. So, you should be able to play it, just you might have to change, tweak some things.
I'm going to fight something just so you guys can see the Rune Keeper. Not that most of you aren't already playing Rune Keepers, but...
Looks like you went with fire on this one.
Yeah.
Now note, this isn't what all your classes are going to play. Like, this one just happens to have very high damage.
Well, most of the character classes do, but you have to work up the skills and unlock some stuff and know which combinations of attacks to use.
Yeah, oh, I didn't realize you were level 60 fighting roughly 50 enemies.
Yeah. Yeah, I was finishing up Foundations of Stone on her, and I think I realized I hadn't gotten very far in the Epic, so I wanted to finish up the Epic before I took her to Lothlorien.
Yeah, you're right about that, Star. As the lower areas run very well. Once you reach the level 9,500 areas, it might be a little slower, especially if you're around Ms. Tirith.
What, for leveling?
He's talking about just the stableness of the game.
Oh.
found the answer, friend. We must find the Heart of Fire and the means to access it.
Yeah, the Mines of Moria, where I'm at now, was LOTRO's first expansion. It's truly a masterpiece in the MMO world. I've never seen another dungeon instance like this in any MMO anywhere. It's absolutely huge. It's got 6 of its own regions or so.
And at least at the time, I believe it had some kind of record for being the largest continuous dungeon in any MMO.
I'd be very surprised if that wasn't still true.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's what, level 45 to 60 basically? I mean, you can do 10 or 15 levels in here. There's hundreds of quests. Some really terrific instances that are fun to run.
Yeah, that they really played around with vertical space to make it work. Kind of like 3 really large layers on top of one another.
Poor dwarf. Who knew? I take it back. You know what? I think I actually did stream Adrafina once because somebody was watching me play and they were like, "Is that all you do? Is hit those 3 buttons?" Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much just because it's dead before you can hit the 4th one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 room keepers. The main one, I guess, I play is light in, and then I have one on another server that I want to fire, so get a little taste of both. But I did like lightning. The same reason I like Blue Light Hunter for the mobility.
Yeah, I've got yellow traded out. One amusing anecdote. One of the things they added with Mines of Moria, a lot of the mobs, like these deep claws that I'm fighting in here, have the ability to throw players during combat. And of course, in Moria, there's lots of bottomless chasms with bridges. And I imagine it was tough for players to get used to the game mechanic back in the day, where you'd get thrown off a bridge to your death if things went badly. You have to be just a little bit more careful about like which direction you're attacking from and knowing what's behind you, just in case you get sent soaring.
But wasn't that in Boom as well, with the trolls kicking you in the blue water?
Yeah, I believe you are correct.
I remember the calling of raid leaders as to the wall.
And it wasn't even limited to combat, because even I think some of the stable routes, the goats would like go right off the cliff or something. I don't know if they fixed them all.
There was one in Moria where you get stuck on a wall or something like that. And I remember that I died on one. From fall
This
damage.
must be it. The secret to accessing the heart of
Yep.
fire.
I think it was a route to Anathamicum.
But still, we have no idea of its location.
I wonder if the first person who got the deed for following all the locations did it accidentally by just falling off of those things by coincidence.
There's too much to be done.
Well, even if you just fell off of 1 or 2 and you knew that there was a deed to be gotten.
I once jumped intentionally at this great stairs down, and landed in water, being alive, being a captain. I could have summoned anyone in the water. Because there is water down there.
Oh, and Istari, your bear will automatically level up to your current level. So if you level up, dismiss your bear and then resummon it.
Or whichever pet you're running with.
Yeah.
It will be probably a bear.
Yeah, bear would be a good call for starting off.
I think 15 is the next, and that's a raven.
Yeah, they've retooled Moria to make it a lot more player friendly. The quests flow a lot smoother too. Ninth Pond says to some of us a 3-button rotation is pretty sophisticated.
That's also why it's kind of fun playing burglar. It seems like, there's a lot more skills that have more use to me.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed Burglar. I kind of feel like I'm okay at it too. I don't always feel that way with some of the other character classes.
Oh.
I think I got a pretty good handle on Little Ed Mustafa. The lawsuit started piling up. Who's going to bankrupt somebody?
It was so dark in Moria that the burglars didn't even see what they were. Well, no one saw a burglar burgling, so they couldn't brag about it.
That sounds like a travesty. Yeah, the only interesting thing I burgled recently was another dye from the north in eastern Rohan.
Where are those pesky goblins that I need to murder?
What are you looking for?
More goblins. I'm 4 goblins short for this storyline quest. Hopefully they started respawning over here. Looks like they did. Nobody likes getting their goat pounded. And there's the last goblin.
These halls will be great once more. These halls will be great once more.
Alright, you guys, I am completely wiped for the night. We got an extra hour of streaming in, so that was fun. Got to play a few different characters, which was also fun. I want to thank Zinger and GamerGramp and Telerian for coming and hanging out in Discord, and really appreciate the new follows.
Take care, chat.
Capital Keck and Istari Streams and Apala Felgar, and I actually got a follow earlier today from Can't Read 69. So thank you to all of the new followers today. Much appreciated with your support there. Blood is still streaming, so we're going to go do a LOTRO raid on Bloodborne. So we'll do another shout out for Bloodborne, just in case you can't find your way over there. And yeah, be sure if you're not already following Blood to say hello and toss him a follow. I'm going to log off right here at the Chamber of Crossroads. And I appreciate everybody coming out. I had fun playing tonight. I hope you had fun watching, and hopefully I will see you in your LOTRO stream in the not too distant future. So thanks again, everybody. Remember, Coke Zero is not an official sponsor yet, but we're working on it. It's delicious and refreshing. And have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy your time off. I know I will this weekend. So thanks again. Counting down silently from 10.